Hello and welcome to the show. We are back with the Puma. Excuse me, look, I was doing an intro. Could you not walk in front of the camera? Thank you. You have now learnt your lesson. We are here out at the Sandy Shores airfield, one of the biggest meets on this, or with this mod here. It's a huge drag racing meet. All sorts of cars are going to turn up. I'm hoping we can be making some money. In fact, Zentorno versus Infernus was the first run. That is quite the challenge going on right there. It's a big money race as well, $2,200. While it looks like we're going to have Futo versus Buccaneer up next, I'm going to go find somebody to race that we can hopefully... shall we start off... I'm not so confident against the supercars. Shall we go off against a Ballista? Shall we? Actually, that looks quite a fast Ballista. He thinks it's going to be a close race. Looks like we might have a challenge between me and the Ballista. Yeah, lots and lots of cars, lots of variety here for me to find some vehicles that we can hopefully compete with. We can hopefully win a decent amount of money. There's a C has turned up. There's a little bit of a car park argy-bargy. There does also look like there is someone has got in the way of the start line for the poor old Futo. It's not the best thing. I don't know who on earth. There's one of the... Yeah, but... One of the cars has done a derpy. There's all sorts of muscle cars as well turned up here, which is nice to see. It is a longer drag race, this one. Of course, it's going down the airfield. Ooh, in fact, the Ballista wants to go for some big money. I'm cool with that. 1,500, maybe? Might be a bit too much. Okay, he's willing to go for 1,300. That's not bad for the Ballista. 1, 3, 4, 4. Let's ignore some of the crashings going on behind us. They will sort themselves out eventually. It's just when everything spawns in and they're trying to park up. We're going to go for a unintentional little bit of a spin. We must have more straight line speed. I think that's a very highly modified Ballista, but we must have more straight line speed than that down here. I know one of the downsides of the Sabre that we have here, top end, isn't great. God dear, Lamar! Oi! No! What are you doing? I do not want to get a jump start penalty because you've been a moron. Okay, well, he is going to be a moron. We are back in our starting spot, though. Uh-oh, crap, get down! You! I am going to race you and take all of your money. Thankfully, we have got away with it. The Ballista was struggling. I say it's struggling. It's never likely to have the top end speed. I'm very surprised he wanted to play with so much money. 17-0 from us. I think that was quicker than... I didn't actually see what the Infernus runs were. I'll take 1,300 though. That's a good start. Yeah, I didn't actually see... I thought those were mid-17s. So maybe we're not too bad for top end. And that was with a big... No, were they 16s? I haven't paid enough attention. That was with a big old problem at the start line for me. Right, where is... Twat car, I've lost him. I want to race the old vehicle that's buggered off and I can't find him. Okay, we're going to have to challenge someone else. I'm not challenging that Blade. I know that Blades can be very fast. Maybe the Stinger? He might have some money to compete in. Stinger has accepted the challenge. I don't really know how fast that Stinger's going to be. It could be good for me. Could be quite bad. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, it's Infernus versus Infernus over there. Wasn't looking in time to catch the start. Looks like the modern Infernus is going to take victory over there. And it is 16-0. Okay, so, yeah, they are in the 16s. We need to be able to run 16s down here. That's going to be... a bit of a tough one. Okay, Stinger doesn't want to bet a huge amount. I'm okay with this, though, because if he turns out he's quite quick... Then 1,200 maybe? Yeah, if it turns out that he's quite quick... Oh! Photo's been respawned on its side. Yeah, if it turns out he's actually quite a decent car, he's got quite a good top end, then we may end up having to accept losing this money. Good sir, do you want a hand? There we go, rescued you. I'm having to be drag meat recovery vehicle because the Buccaneers got stuck. I think some of the spectators spawn in a little awkward places and that gets these guys confused. We might have to go for a big old shunt here to try and get hit. To be fair, he's not actually doing us any harm whatsoever. You over that way. There we go. Now forwards. There we go. Oh, you're an idiot. Sorry, Stinger. I was trying to help out the populace, if you like, and they're being stupid. Oh, now we're going... Oh, God, there's going to be another one over there. I think they're trying to get to wherever there's, waiting box is, and they're obviously not figured out how to path around the start line bit. Okay. What have we got? Some bets on Steam. In fact, most bets on Steam. The Infernus Classic is liking me. Thank you, Infernus Classic. I like how one of the cars is called Noisy Toy. That's quite cool name. Right, we are off and underway. It is the launch of the Sabre once again. It gets us forwards. Will the Stinger have the top end speed on us, though? That is the big question. It doesn't look like he is, does it? No, I mean, the Stinger will kind of evened out now as I've run out of puff. But we do even out. Ooh, 59. Maybe we can take some of the big boys in this area. Maybe we can take on some of the supercars. Noisy Toy versus... I wanted to see which one was named Noisy Toy now versus the Buccaneer. I know which one the Buccaneer is. That was the Bumblebee at the front. But who is Noisy Toy? Oh! Hey, guys! That's one way to make an entrance. Oh, the Blade is Noisy Toy. Okay, that's quite fun. I've also found the twat that I want to race. The 15.9, I think, has actually put us in really, really good stead. I think the Blade is going to win this one. You, over here, out of time. Oh, you have actually accepted. Brilliant. Can I get across here in time to make a bet? I want to bet on Noisy Toy. Don't cancel bets. Damn it. Oh, I've just got mine in time. Go on, Noisy Toy. You can do this. Did not wheelie off the line as I was kind of expecting it to. I didn't actually notice how much the bets were. I think they're $200 out here, but I'm not 100% sure. It is going to win it though, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Good win. How fast is it though? This sort of distance, it looks really, really slow. Only a 17.1 from the Blade. Okay. We might not be doing too badly out here. We won $360 for that one. Ooh. Out of Time wants to pay some money for the pleasure of racing me. $2 grand? No, but he will go 1.5. 1, 5, 6, 7. Right. Wherever the Twatmobile is. You can't get in my way this time. Not that it really did a huge amount in terms of costing me a victory anywhere, but still. Oh, for some reason he's over that part. Oh, the blister. Okay, I think some of the cars that were trying to sort of head back and they've kind of repathed to try to stay out of the way of the races and so on. Oh, taking slightly interesting ways around. I hope that isn't horrendously fast, and I've made a silly bet. We will see. Oh, what? The C and the Infernus Classic are going for out of... God damn, the Blister Compact, unhappy about my victory, has decided to put a spiked bet, I think, on the Oldsmobile. I need to position my car better for this launch, because we're launching so conkily down there. It's just firing me sideways. Yeah, you're not going to win this. And I am going to take, maybe not all of your money, I would like to take more of it. Ooh, 15.3. We are looking massively quick down here, a 19.1. We weren't so quick. I'm actually really surprised to see us running so fast here. Because we weren't that, I say we weren't that quick, we were competitive at the quarter, I'm assuming it was a quarter of a mile anyway, where we were racing last time, but we were having trouble with some of the cars in all of that. Hot Knife versus Lamar, well I know Lamar's in a primo, so Hot Knife, I'm going to bet on you. Okay, if you want, oh, we've been fallen over, ever so slightly. Sorry, that was my bad, I kind of ran underneath your car. Can we not gonna let me bet? Doesn't seem to want to let me bet on him today. Well, fine. We're not going to bet on the Hot Knife then. I am going to very quickly make sure I actually pick a car to race against. I don't want to race the Zentorno. The Zentorno is going to be very, very quick. That much I do know. Who might want to play with a serious bit of money? I think we can take on this. I think we can take on the Infernus Classic. He expects to lose. I mean, he might still accept it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. If he doesn't, I might... he has accepted it. Okay. He's not wanting to play with much money, though. We were literally racing some ancient... In fact, no. The Blister Compact wanted to play with more money. The said Blister Compact you've just driven underneath wanted to play with more money. Maybe he lost all his money in the first race he entered. It's possible. 500? Okay. He'll go more than 500. $1 grand? No, only 651. 651. God dear. God dear indeed. Right. Get our tyres warmed up. Just go for an extra spin. Oh, I don't. Didn't mean to do that. Wasn't so clever of me. This is when he's going to pull something out of the bag and go massively quick because he's racing against me. we're going to be as cheeky as possible with the pulling forward. We've got a couple of good bets on the Infernus Classic now. Most part, though, they're happy to go for the good old Puma. We are off and underway again. I've still not got my lining up position all right. The Infernus Classic just doesn't get off the line, does it? It has just got absolutely no launch off the line. It has got better top-end speed than me. He will catch ever so slightly, but it's not going to be enough. It wasn't the best run from me either. 15.9, still quicker than the 17.1. There's a fair few people winning. Some $300 in all of that. Zentorno versus Buccaneer. That's going to be a very one-horse race. Actually, be interesting to see how fast that Zentorno goes. Because if that Zentorno is running 16s, I might be able to compete against him. Maybe win the big bucks, but I don't know. We'll see. I am going to have a bet on the Zentorno. I might as well because an extra $300 or 200. Well, it actually depends on what people bet on. Come to think of it, Habanero is already bet on the Buccaneer. There's a few what? I like the Buccaneer. Don't get me wrong, but I have absolutely no doubt that only two of us betted on the Zentorno. In fact, Lamar, you have launched me forwards. I want to race the Lynx. I wonder if he's up for a bit of fun. Yes, he is. The Lynx wants to have a race. Oh, let's not get run over by Lamar again. Zentorno, 15.7. Buccaneer, 17.7. We're going to have a nice haul of money, actually, from that one. We won $600. That's almost as much as our last race. The Lynx, come on. We don't go racing for less than 1,000. Okay, 925 is all right. I would quite like, as I said, I absolutely love this mod, and when you get out of the cars, I like how you see the stats of the vehicles and so on you're competing. Quite a helpful stat, perhaps, to have in future would be something along the lines of like how much money they're willing to bet. Just so you know where you're going to challenge somebody, because like the Ballista had a fair bit of money to play with. He was happy to have a go with a little bit more money and so on. Whereas this, that Lynx is going to cost about 4 times as much as the Ballista. So... Yeah, in fact, speaking of the Ballista, he is continuing the support of the Sabre Turbo, which I do approve of. Lynx gets off the line pretty well. It's not enough. It's just the launch of the Sabre is so brilliant that it's going to fire it away. Now, the Lynx isn't even that quick down. It's not catching me here. That's a good run. Good run. 5.5. That's fantastic run from my Sabre. 925. Ballista Compact won back most of the money in bets there that he lost in our race. So, if he was to keep supporting the Sabre, he can win his money back. I do like this as a meet up here. Oh, someone else has gone for a roll. It is a FailRace approved meet. Oh, there's some more bouncing off the walls. Who shall we challenge next? I'm not brave enough to take on that Zentorno yet. I don't actually know how quick the Tampers are. Well, we saw that this wasn't so fast. It was the 17s that it ran, so we're gonna have a go against Noisy Toy. We'll see if we can beat him. I have a feeling that the Futo is not going to stand much chance against that Futo. Oh, the AC has left the meet for no reason. Literally for no reason. He's gone. He's had enough. He's packed up and gone home. 16.3 from the Infernus, 17.7. The Futo's actually not that slow down there, to give it some credit. Oh, Noisy Toy, you coward. 200. Wow, he won his first race as well, so he should have some money to bet with. So he was feeling confident in his abilities, but isn't confident enough to put up more than $120. I probably used more than that in fuel getting around this meeting. Right, there we go. This isn't going to go well, is it? Let's just get him out of the way. I'd rather not have that car parked in front of me. Right, see if we can go. Nobody made a single bet. Brilliant. I did not get off to a greatest of launches there. However, yeah, the blade has great initial traction, but then it runs out of steam long before I do even down this ray. 15.4, sorry. That was a decent, considering I thought I got a pretty poor launch on that one. That was yeah, not bad. We're up to $10,000, so we've made about 6,000 so far today. Sentinel against Hot Knife for all of 24. We're going to have to find somebody else to race. I spotted like a Coquette. There's a 9F around. Maybe we have a go at the 9F and then kind of build up to having the bravery of racing. Oh, the Spectre's turned up as well. Maybe have a go at that. Yeah, we'll have a go at the 9F. build up before we go bravery against the Zentornos. I think, was there a Tempest around? Did I see a Tempest? Maybe I didn't. I don't know whether he's going to accept. I don't think he will. Oh, we've got Sentinel against Hot Knife going on over there. If he doesn't accept... Oh, he has accepted. Okay, cool. I approve of the colours, by the way. It's a great colour combination you've got on the car. It wouldn't be a shame if I happened to beat it. I'd be perfectly happy to beat the colour combination. The Hot Knife is, unsurprisingly, going to be beating the Sentinel. Moron over there has crashed into the start line again. 17.9 from the Hot Knife. I mean, the... what was it? The Futo was quicker than the Hot Knife. That's quite impressive. Alright, we're going to get some money in this one. 2 grand maybe? Are you feeling confident, 9F? Okay, no, but he's going to go for 1.8, so I will go 1.804. This is a little bit of a risk. This is probably the bigger risk that I've taken here. I know I will have a good launch against the 9Fs. Oh! You have wiped out a spectator. They're fine, but they're alright. They've got back up again. Yeah. I will probably have the initial launch. While he will be fast because he's all-wheel drive. Tampa's buggered off as well. Yeah, he will be fast because of the all-wheel drive. I will still, I think, have the launch on him. It's the top end of the 9F. Oh, he has a pretty slow reaction time there. It's whether that has the top end to catch me further down the run. He's going to start reeling me back in. I was expecting him to. Apparently he isn't. We've just evened out. We've plateaued 15.6 to a 16.7. Not much speed. I'm surprised at that one. I'm surprised at that one indeed. Okay. I think a Tampa just turned up. That maybe we could go race against. Yeah, let's go try some of the muscle cars. I mean, I was slightly nervous with some of the muscle cars, but we have been really going very quickly around here. Zentorno. I mean, Zentorno's got to be the ultimate challenge at this meeting. What do we want to race against? Oh, actually, yeah. Let's go get the Mamba. That's the one that just turned up, isn't it? The little sort of AC Cobra style thing. Mamba expects to see. I'm not so sure about that. I think the Mamba's a pretty quick car. Again, looking at the stats, that's what 3 and a little bit bars on performance. Mine is just about the same. My reputation is very high because I have been winning a fair bit. Oh, the Mamba's a good sport. The Mamba's up for a drag race. 15.8 from the Zentorno. I'm really, really surprised. Infernus Classic has buggered off because he's bored of losing. I think some of the cars might have left because they just weren't getting any races. They weren't getting challenged, so they might have gone home. The Infernus Classic hasn't had a good time. This could really cap off a brilliant meeting for me. 3 grand? Oh, he's only going to go 2.8. 2.830. This could either cap off a brilliant meeting, or we could lose all of our money. I say all of our money. We'd still end up with more than we came here with, but just not as big a haul as I would have hoped. Okay. Ooh, our tyres are quite toasty. Don't know whether it'll be good for a launch or not. We'll see. Oh, Zentorno, Spectre have abandoned me. The other Mamba isn't supporting his fellow car. Oh, yeah, that's well done, Spectator. Right across in front of the cars that are about to launch off the line. Here we go. Come on, Puma Mobile. This is the big one. This is the big one. It's a great, great launch. However, is the Mamba going to be closing? He's not. He's really not. He might ever so slightly, just for actually, yeah, now he's starting to reel me back in, but it's not going to be enough. 15.7, not even a particularly good run from me. I think I might have had my tyres too hot to begin with there. I think they were a little bit too toasty. I think like about 51 is the ideal temperature, perhaps, that we're seeing from this. Blister Compact and Stinger are on the go. I like the Blister. He was a good sport. He betted a fair old amount in a race that he was never likely to do well in. You know what? We might lose 200 bucks for this bet. I think it's 200 that we're betting here, isn't it? We might lose 200 bucks, but you know what? You will have my support. You will have my support, good sir. We're going to go and find someone else to race, though. Who do we go up against? Who do we feel like? You know what? I'm going to be brave. We've had a good meeting so far. Shall we cap it off with... So that's one Zentorno. I'm just going to find the other one. Oh, no, the other Zentorno's probably on his way back. You know what? Let's try it. I don't know why the zentorno expects to lose. I mean, if it goes wrong, if it goes right for me, I know I can run 15.5s. If it goes wrong though, I'm in the 15.7s. So, maybe even more than that. I could cheat and snipe out the tyres on the Stinger. I could do it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I gave you the support blister. It wasn't enough though. You're not quite fast enough to beat that that Stinger. 17.7 from the Stinger. Right. This is the big one. This is a big one. Zentorno versus Pumobile for 2,850. I'm not betting any more than that on this race. That's what we won against the Mamba. So, yeah. I'm quite nervous about this one because that's the all-wheel drive. You moron. The all-wheel drive launch of the Zentorno and the top speed of the Zentorno is a lot to compete with. We're not actually at a very good tyre temperature either. Come on, quickly. Get that up. There we go. Okay. We've creeped forward as far as I can to give me all of the advantages possible. And it is off and underway with the Pumobile. Even with that all-wheel drive, the Pumobile gets the better launch. It's kind of flattened out here. It has. Here comes the Zentorno. It is closing. It is closing quickly. It's not going to be enough. 15.6 for the Pumobile is a victory. Nobody betted on me either, so I won the $600 pot. That is a brilliant, brilliant run for us. That's a close one. That is about the only car that can compete with us. I'm really surprised. I really thought the likes of the Zentorno, the likes of the supercars would have the pace on us. I thought they would absolutely annihilate us in terms of top end. I know I can launch quick, but that is some really good going. What are we up to money-wise? We're up to almost $20,000 here with our Pumobile. I don't know about that Spectre. I'm very unsure, and I haven't seen him race. So we're not going to race the Spectre. Because he won't have... I don't think they're all-wheel drive, but he won't have the launch, but I bet he has top speed. We'll have another go with the... with another Mamba. We'll see if he wants to come and play. A slightly slower Mamba than the other one that we saw. What have we got going on over here? Oh, wow. It's a real interesting mix-up. Stratum versus Warrener as they head off down the start line. I like this meet for the variety of cars that have turned up. So, you know, some of the slow vehicles are here, as well as the big supercars. So there's always somebody to race, whatever vehicle you bring around here. I don't actually know if that Mamba accepted my challenge. I didn't see. If he did, I hope he did, because I don't want to be open to any challenges. He did accept the challenge. Fantastic. Fantastic. And he's going to go play with a decent amount of money. Let's see if we can get him up to maybe 1,500. Oh, he'll go for more than that, maybe 1.8. Keep going until he stops accepting the bets. Because I think we've got the speed on the Mambas. I really do. They go. That's actually a good amount of money that he's willing to part with. 2, 3, 3, 1. Well, I mean, it's not quite to the level of affording a supercar to compete. I don't know if we need a supercar, quite frankly. We've got pretty bloody good performance. If we're beating Zentornos down here, the Pumobile might be able to go all the way to the big meet at the airport, the main airport. Everyone's now betting on me after the embarrassment of the Zentorno race. Here we go, off the line with the Sabre. Yeah, a good start, that one. Felt like a good start anyway. And then we're going to flatten out, but just nothing has quite got the performance to keep up with the launch of the Sabre Turbo. Victory, another 2,000. Not a great run, actually, from me at all there. Another $2,300 heading my way. The Black Lynx is daring to challenge higher tier racers. Good luck with that, as the fog is starting to roll in here. I wonder who the Lynx is going. The Lynx can challenge as higher tier racers as he likes. He doesn't want to pay any money for the races, so I'm not that bothered about racing him. Well, after the struggles, shall we say, that we had on our little drag races last time, having come out to the Sandy Shores airfield, I wasn't really sure how we were going to fare. Much longer drag strip around here, and, well, the Sabre's real performance is coming off of the line. I wasn't expecting to see it able to run as fast as it did down this area. However, Victory is going to go pretty much overall. I don't think we lost a race in this one for the Pumobile. $20,000. we are... Yeah, I mean, we're well on the way to getting a decent amount of money. Not quite going to be the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars yet for some of the real high-end cars, but this is beating the high-end cars. That's, yeah, there are some surprising results. I'm sure we will head out next time, find a different... Maybe we'll try one of the street races next time, see if we can find some different cars to compete with. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.